Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about your opinion on NGS. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to get out of the way is most of the creators have voiced their opinion about how they feel about NGS, whether NGS is dying, whether it's not dying, whether they don't care, so forth and so on. However, we creators are the minority here. We're only like 10, 20, 30 people compared to the thousands of players who play NGS. And so this time we're flipping the tables. We're letting you guys voice all of your concerns about the game as well as how you feel about NGS so that we actually get proper statistics, and if we get enough data, possibly we could pass this along to Sega and they might actually listen. So the way this works is rather simple. There is a Google survey link in the description below. You're going to click on it. And when you click on it, you're going to be brought to this page over here of what do you think of PSO2 NGS. The subject has come up once again that NGS is dying. I want to know what the community thinks. This will be used in my next video covering this issue. All answers will stay anonymous. Thanks, Skulls. So the first thing I got to get out of the way is yes, this is Skulls Nightshade's idea. She reached out to me so that I can spread the word so that more people can fill out this survey so that we get enough data on how you guys actually feel about NGS, and if all the Doom posters are the vocal minority as what we're expecting, but you never know, it might actually be a majority of people. So I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Now don't worry, the survey is relatively short. So the first question is relatively simple. How long have you been playing PSO2 NGS? Now remember, this does include the base game. So if you did play the base game, you can simply fill in the blank saying over here that, hey, you played the game since Japan's release or something, or you know, Xbox release on global, or PC release or whatever. Or if you did just come in during NGS, then just write in that you started when NGS was released, or when Rit 10 was out, or when Gavaris, or whatever. Just fill it in so that we have a general idea on when you came into NGS. Second question is relatively simple. Do you still play NGS? Yes, no, occasionally. You know, just tick one of these. Fairly simple. Now this one's a little bit of a tricky question. Have you been to a community event in-game? I know some of you guys are probably scratching your head and going like, there are community events? What do you mean there's community events? So this is basically when a creator or a group of people host an event that is not part of the official game. So for example, when there's the Miku Miku concerts, when there's the cast day, when there's ship 3 day, when there's all these different events which are hosted by communities and not by Sega themselves. So there have been quite a lot of these events. So, you know, if you have participated, then yes. If not, then no. Or if you just watched it through a stream, you know, Skulls Nightshade hosted a lot of these events on her live streams. If you've watched those, you can simply tick the third answer. Now the next question is of course the big money question, and that is, do you think PSO2 NGS is dying? And it's yes, no, or you have another opinion. And last but not least, of course, we have to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on the game and what do you think about the NGS is dying comments? Feel free to talk about your experience. What do you think the game could improve on? What do you like/dislike about the game, and more? So this is the important part over here. So if you think that the game can be improved on, which it, you know, we all know it can, so just let us know, what do you think should be improved on, and on top of that, what do you like and dislike about the game? So this is going to be the most important question over here, and depending on how many replies or how many of the same replies we actually get, we might be able to have a little bit of say with the dev team to let them know that, hey, the global community would like to see these changes first. You know, these are kind of the big things that we would like to see changed ASAP. Could you prioritize these? So it's very important that you guys do answer these questions, especially the last one over here. It's very important that you share your thoughts. Now the deadline of the survey is probably going to be after the weekend, so you've got about 2 to 3 days to fill it out. So I urge you guys to fill out the survey as it doesn't take much effort. The questions are relatively short and a lot of them are multiple choice, so please take the time to answer them, especially the last question. Take as much time as you want and fill out the last question especially. I feel that is going to be very, very important. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!